Hey guys, if you missed the last episode of Domingo the Dynamo, we defeated 3-1 at home against Luton Town. Then, in the Capital One Cup, we defeated Northampton Town 3-0. And finally, we tied back in SkyBet League 2 action, Burton Albion 0-0. Let episode 4 begin. Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is Edson Ochoa from Pegaso Gaming 956, and welcome back to another Domingo the Dynamo episode in your favorite channel, and that I know is your favorite. Now we're back at the BBVA Compass Stadium to play in more SkyBet League 2 games against Shrewsbury Town. We've really got to get back to our winning ways after that 0-0 tie against the Brewers. We got to do better. We got to fix our mistakes, but most importantly, we got to get the results and play well at the same time. So as we can see, Shrewsbury Town were lined up and ready to go to start the game. So the lineup for the Houston Dynamo is Jose Antonio Rodriguez at goal, Coffee Sarkody, David Horst, Raul Rodriguez and Beasley, Sturgis and Clark, Garcia, Barnes, Burgui, and Eric Torres complete the lineup. Now we're going to see what Shrewsbury Town brought to go against us. Halstead, Gale, Smith, Grandison, Ellis, and let's see what happened. Demetrioli, Southern, Wasilowski, Clark, Akpro, and Mangan complete the Christmas tree formation for Shrewsbury Town. So let's see what kind of result we can get against this SkyBet League 2 team, because we're pretty much forced to look for, the first place in this SkyBet 2 league. Anytime now, ref. I'm not getting any younger. This is the problem with extremely long intros, but I gotta do it. I just feel like I gotta do it. So it looks like Shrewsbury Town is going to start with the opening kickoff, and the ref has signaled with the whistle, and it's the beginning for this Houston Shrewsbury Town. So we go now to the 36th minute, throw in towards Ellis that he just sends it off. The ball lands to Raul Rodriguez, passes it over to Sturgis. He then passes to the left wing to Burgui. Eric Torres with the ball, gets past the defender, shoots, and it's a great goal for El Cubo Torres. And once again, he celebrates like an old man. Really, Cubo? But that was a great goal. I forgive you. So it is now 1-0 for the Houston Dynamo. Oh, man. That was great control. Look at that. Let's see it again. Okay, they didn't show it. That's just a shot. But it was a great control to get past the defender. He had his back to the goal. But with just one movement, he moved the ball and away from the defender to shoot towards the goal. And I feel like I'm just repeating myself. Looks like it's been a long day. But anyways, let's get back to some FIFA. 47th minute, second half. Mangan with a wall to Veselowski, returns the ball to Mangan, and it looks like he's looking for the cross for Southern. What a great header, but it just goes a little bit wide from Jose Rodriguez's goal. And it looks like the Dynamo. Let's look at the replay. Great header, very loose marking, but he couldn't give it the direction necessary. It looks like there's a triple change for the Dynamo. Chandler Hoffman goes in for Giles Barnes, Blair Turgott for Ricardo Clark, and our third substitution is Thiam for Boniek Garcia. So look at Thurgood. He goes past Demetrioli, enters the area, sends the cross over to Eric Torres, and he lobs, and his lobbed header goes past the goalkeeper, and it's 2-0. 79th minute for the Houston Dynamo, and it looks like we're gonna have another 3 points to add to our tally. This little orange machine looks to be pretty much unstoppable in the SkyBet League 2 tournament. Man, Rodriguez looks happy. I think he needed the opportunity away from Chivas. So Eric Torres has 2 goals in the SkyBet League Challenge. 86-minute, Thiam sends the ball, but the referee calls a foul in favor of the Houston Dynamo, which will be taken by DeMarcus Beasley. Ball into the box. Kofi Sarkodie with the header. And it lasts to Chandler Hoffman! What a great goal! Oh my gosh! That was an excellent goal by the ex-Galaxy player. He was out in the open. Oh my gosh! I've never had a goal come out like that. So beautiful. Oh man, I'm just gonna shut up so you can just enjoy that volley. Look at that curve. There was nothing that the goalkeeper could do. Chandler Hoffman. Oh man, I did not expect that from you, to be honest. So it's Chandler Hoffman's first goal in the SkyBet League 2. I just can't believe it. But that's how the game ends. And it is 3-0 in favor of the Houston Dynamo against Shrewsbury Town. Another 3 points for the Dynamo. Oh man, that was excellent. Whew. So let's take a look. That Tigres has accepted the loan offer for Jorge Jonathan Espericueta. So we'll go ahead and add him to the team. So now we're playing against Accrington Stanley in their stadium. Sorry about that. So let's see what happens now. But now we're playing as visitors against, once again, like I said, Accrington Stanley. So the game starts, and the Dynamo's lineup is as follows: Tyler Derrick on goal, Incoom, David Horst, Jermaine Taylor, and Declan John as defenders, Asana and Thiam, St. Maximin and Espericueta, as well as Brad Davis in the midfield, and the lone striker is Eric Torres. And speaking of Eric Torres, he just injured himself. That is not good. So anyways, I believe I placed in Chandlov. Okay, Gray with the shot. And Tyler Derrick, well aware on goal, sends the ball over to the corner kick. That was a close call by Accrington Stanley. 75th minute, Espericueta with the ball, goes past 2 defenders, 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper, he shoots, and the goalkeeper sends the ball over to a corner kick. Dauber with a great save, saving Accrington Stanley's goal, and that's how it ends, 0-0 against Accrington Stanley. So now, in Johnstone's Paint Trophy action, the Houston Dynamo goes back to the BBVA Compass Stadium to play Chesterfield FC in another knockout round of the Johnstone's Paint Trophy. And we're going to see if we can make it to the next level. Take a look at Burgui saying hi to all the Chesterfield players. Everybody's going to get to their places on the field. And the Dynamo's lineup is as following: Rodriguez in goal, Sarkodie, David Horst, Raul Rodriguez, and Bamba. And the defenders, Sturgis and Clark, Burgui and Garcia in midfield, and Chandler Hoffman with Giles Barnes up in the striker positions. So let's take a look now at the Chesterfield lineup, which is as following: Lee, Darikwa, Evet, looks to be Hurd, Jones, and Ryan, Morrissey, Roberts, Gardner, Klukas, and Doyle make up the 11 starting men for Chesterfield FC. So now, off we go for Johnstone's Paint Trophy action at BBVA Compass Stadium in Houston, Texas. So here we take a look at Boniek Garcia going up against Roberts, tries to send the ball upfield, but it lands straight towards Jones. But Chandler Hoffman steals the ball in 3/4 of the field, gets past the slide tackle, enters the box, sends the shot over, and it's a goal for Chandler Hoffman. His second goal in his second game. And he seems to be getting on a roll. What a great performance by Chandler Hoffman. What did the defender do? Did he seriously try to go behind him? That is not what a defender has to do. Man, he needs to go back to defender 101. But that does not take away from the beauty from Chandler Hoffman's shot. The goalkeeper couldn't do much about it, and it is now 1-0 Houston Dynamo. 18th minute, Chandler Hoffman takes off, and he gets past 3 defenders. He gets slide tackled in the box, and the ref calls a penalty against Chesterfield Town, and it's a straight red for the defender Sam Hurd. And Chesterfield now has to play with 10 men. Let's take a look at that replay. The slide tackle was nowhere near the ball. Chandler Hoffman falls inside the box. It's a good call by the ref, and a good call calling the red as well. So now we're going to see Giles Barnes today taking the penalty in favor of the Houston Dynamo. We could double our lead here. Shot by Barnes, and it just goes wide away from the Chesterfield goal. We're still 1-0 in the 22nd minute. He tried to avoid the goalkeeper, but he made it going too wide. 29th minute, Chandler Hoffman towards Barnes, and the goalkeeper saves the ball, and the defender just sends it away. 32nd minute, Morrissey sends the ball to Lucas. Oh, and a shot by Chesterfield. Another shot from the rebound, and it goes a little bit too high from the Houston Dynamo goal, defended by Jose Rodriguez. And we're taking a look at the penalty again. 37th minute, Morrissey with the ball, 3/4 of the field, goes past the defend by Horst, sends the ball over to Gardner, goes past Bamba, enters the box, sends the shot, and he beats Jose Rodriguez, and Chesterfield Town has equalized the game once again at the 39th minute. It was a great play by Chesterfield, don't get me wrong, but that was bad defending on my part, well, on Bamba's part. He let him turn around, and it is 1-1. 39th minute, Ricardo Clark with the ball sends the ball over to Barnes, then to Chandler Hoffman, but Chesterfield manages to steal the ball, and Hoffman steals the ball back. So he sends the ball towards Clark, pass for Giles Barnes, and it's the second goal for the Houston Dynamo by the way of the Jamaican national Giles Barnes. Is a great pass by Ricardo Clark into space, goes underneath the goalkeeper, nothing he can do, and we have once again regained the lead against Chesterfield Town in the 45th minute. And look who's coming in, Jorge Espericueta, to see 45 minutes of Johnstone's Paint Trophy action. So the second half begins, and we have Boniek Garcia once again, sends the ball over to Giles Barnes, passes the ball to Espericueta, but he loses the ball against the Chesterfield Town defender. Now we have Roberts with the ball. He passes the midfield line, goes up against Espericueta, and Espericueta sends the ball over past the line. So now 40th minute, Roberts with the ball, sends the ball over to Klukas, goes past Bamba's slide tackle, sends the ball over to Morrissey, who is inside the area, goes past David Horst, and Jose Rodriguez with a nice save, stays with the ball and kicks the ball over to Hoffman. 55th minute, Gardner with the ball, goes past Rodriguez, and also Bamba, pass to Roberts, and his shot goes a little bit wide from the Houston Dynamo goal, but the visiting team is looking to tie the game again. Ryan with the ball. Now it's Roberts, ball to Ryan again, pass into space towards Roberts, and they have equalized once again with 17 minutes left in the game. That was bad zonal marking by the Dynamo. And we have two substitutions. 82nd minute, foul against Espericueta, and the referee calls the foul, heads towards the player, and it's another straight red for Chesterfield Town, and they're for Daniel Jones, and they have to play with 9 men the rest of the game. Let's take a look at the replay. Once again, the ball was nowhere near, and he comes in from behind. So it's a straight red, and of course, a foul in favor for Houston Dynamo, which Espericueta is going to take, and the referee has just called attention towards the wall, and looks like Espericueta is doing magic. So Espericueta is going to look to take this free kick, and I think he's going to go direct. Espericueta prepares, sends the shot over, and it's a goal for Espericueta. This is why I got him. This is why I got him. He is an excellent free kick taker. This is just a little sample of what he can do. 5 minutes left in the game, and Espericueta gives us a 3-2 lead that sends us to the next round of the Johnstone Trophy. This is the replay again, goes over the wall and straight inside into Lee's goal. What a curve, what a shot. Lee manages to get a hand on it, but he just sends it inside his own goal. But it's still an awesome goal for Jorge Espericueta. And it's his first goal with the Houston Dynamo shirt. And hopefully many more to come from this young fellow. This is why he needs more minutes. He's a great player. Great potential. 86th minute. Drennan takes the ball away from Chesterfield. Goes past the slide tackle, sends the ball over to Hoffman, and it's a 4th goal for the Houston Dynamo. There's no way back. Houston Dynamo goes to the next round of the Johnstone Trophy. 2nd goal for Chandler Hoffman in this game. 3rd goal out of 2 games. He is on fire. 2 goals in the Johnstone Trophy for Chandler Hoffman in the 88th minute. And this is how it ends. Houston Dynamo with the win against Chesterfield FC. They're off to the next round of the Johnstone Trophy. 4-2 the final score. Goals by Barnes, 2 by Chandler Hoffman and Espericueta. So this is the end of episode number 4 of Domingo the Dynamo. If you guys like this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Pegaso Gaming 956. Follow me on Twitter at PegaGaming956. And if you're a Spanish speaker, I, like always, invite you to watch the Tigres career mode for my Spanish speakers. And many more to come. Deportivo Pegaso, and a new game that I'm sure you guys will enjoy, Rocket League for the PC. So this is all I have for this week. Take care.